Canadian home price dominoes start to tumble. Ontario homes selling for way below asking and sellers struggling to unload cottages. Domino number 1. Ontario homes selling for way below asking. In an October 11, 2023 article by Becky Robertson in BlogTO, she wrote that Zoocasa reported that the Greater Toronto Area's, GTA, housing market is undergoing a significant downturn. Homes are selling for considerably less than their initial listing prices. The impact of this trend is widespread, affecting not only sellers but also prospective buyers, the real estate industry, and the overall economic landscape. The GTA, renowned for its bustling real estate market, has witnessed a series of changes in recent months, leading to this downturn. Although the demand for homes in the region remains substantial, a multitude of factors have contributed to homes staying on the market for extended periods, as opposed to the fast-paced transactions of the past. These factors include a noticeable decline in housing market activity, increasingly stringent mortgage renewal terms, and the influence of high interest rates, which have made sellers more motivated by necessity than choice. One of the most striking indicators of the GTA's housing market's decline is the widening gap between the initial listing prices of homes and their eventual selling prices. In some cases, sellers are compelled to accept offers that are significantly lower than their initial expectations, further highlighting the challenges faced by those trying to navigate this changing real estate landscape. According to the Zoocasa report, a trend has emerged in the GTA. On average, real estate in some parts of the province is selling for approximately 10% less than their listed prices. However, in other areas, the situation is far more drastic, with prospective buyers offering only about 58% of the initial advertised price as of September 2023. The most severe disparities between listing and selling prices are primarily concentrated in areas where homes are the most expensive. These include Caledon and Halton Hills, with Caledon boasting the second highest average listing price in the GTA at $2,365,199. Despite this, the average selling price in Caledon stands at $1,363,853, which represents a staggering 42.12% difference between the listing and selling price. Halton Hills is no exception, with the fifth highest average asking price at $1,899,393 and a 42.94% discrepancy between that and the average selling price, which stands at $1,083,709. Uxbridge, another high-value market, is not immune to this trend. The third highest average listing price was in Uxbridge. In September 2023 it had an average of $2,119,398. However, the average selling price was considerably lower, with a 37.5% difference, equaling $1,324,645. Burlington, another area in the GTA, exhibited a 31.89% difference between listing and selling prices. The average listing price was $1,540,694 and the average selling price was $1,049,263. Similar list price to selling price disparities are occurring throughout the GTA and other parts of Ontario. Overall, the Zoocasa report sheds light on the shifting dynamics of the GTA's housing market. While prices remain high, the fact that homes are staying on the market for extended periods and selling for less than their initial listing prices suggests a substantial transformation in the real estate landscape. Factors contributing to this change include high interest rates and the resultant sluggish market, which compel many sellers to accept offers below their expectations. This trend has important implications for both buyers and sellers in the GTA. Prospective homeowners may find opportunities to secure properties at lower prices than initially advertised, especially in areas with more substantial disparities between listing and selling prices. On the other hand, sellers may face challenges in achieving their desired selling prices and may need to adjust their expectations in response to the evolving market conditions. While the GTA remains a dynamic and desirable real estate market, The current trends and disparities between listing and selling prices highlight the need for prospective buyers and sellers to adapt to the changing landscape. Buyers may consider waiting to purchase until they see where the market pricing levels off as prices continue to drop. Domino number 2. Sellers struggling to unload cottages. In an article by Clarrie Feinstein published in The Star on October 12, 2023, she reports that Ontario cottage owners who purchased properties during the pandemic are now facing challenges when trying to sell, as soaring interest rates are causing property prices to decline. The rapid price growth that occurred over the last 3 years is now reversing, and a deluge of listings is anticipated in the upcoming spring. Cottage owners are reducing asking prices by as much as $200,000 in an attempt to attract buyers in a market where properties are languishing on the market for months. Cottages listed at $1.5 million and below, particularly on less desirable lakes, are vulnerable to price corrections and could experience a drop in value of up to 30% in 2024. According to broker John Fincham, who specializes in real estate in Parry Sound and Muskoka regions, luxury cottages may be less affected as wealthier buyers are less affected by high interest rates. Up to 1/3 of new Muskoka waterfront listings were purchased in the last 3 years. The spring is expected to bring a flood of new listings, and it may take time for the market to regain balance. Experts suggest that buyers will only re-enter the market if prices continue to fall and interest rates decrease. Sellers are struggling to adjust to the post-pandemic market, which is causing listings to linger for extended periods, and price reductions are becoming more common. Properties are finding fewer buyers due to the challenge of obtaining financing with high qualifying rates, currently at almost 9%. The pandemic triggered a surge in interest in cottage properties as city dwellers sought to acquire homes with more space during lockdown. Aided by low interest rates, investors also entered the market, hoping to rent out cottages to an influx of Greater Toronto Area (GTA) residents. As a result, cottage prices experienced a 35% increase, a stark contrast to the pre-pandemic annual price growth of 2 to 5%. Recent developments in Ontario include stricter regulations for Airbnb and short-term rental services, with requirements for annual permits and occupancy limits. Approximately 1/3 of cottages in Muskoka and Parry Sound are short-term rentals, but these new regulations may limit the ability to rent out properties, potentially leading to more listings. Looking forward, experts predict that the cottage real estate market will remain subdued until interest rates decrease. What do you think about the above information? Are these price declines in the housing market the start of a domino effect that could take down the housing market in Canada? Or is it a necessary correction which will soon be erased as soon as interest and mortgage rates begin to ease? Please join in on the conversation by leaving a comment. If you found this video and information useful, please smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so we can keep providing you with timely information you can apply on a daily basis.